Welcome back to our first playthrough of the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC for Elden Ring. Today we are finally hopping into the Ancient Ruins of Rauh. I mean, there's no real prelude to this, right? We did the base of Rauh, and now we're gonna head up across the bridge from West Rampart and in. Let's go. First things first, I'm realizing that we're carrying quite a few runes on us, so let's throw another point into dexterity. And westward ho we go. So we came up over this way earlier and just kind of took a pause, rerouted ourselves. Now we're finally heading out the West Rampart to what we know should be the Ancient Ruins of Rauh. Oh, there's two of them there, okay. Whiff, whiff, got him. And we're doing I think we used to have to two-shot these guys. Maybe that last little bit of dexterity was enough extra damage to get the job done. That plus the fact that we have that new two-hand talisman. Hello, hello. Who's raining fire down on me? Okay. Ow, we got some sort of magic. Are they up on top of these bridges? Oh, I can ride my horse. Run, steed, run! We must travel with speed. See a guy at the end of the bridge with flames. I'm going back for the thin beast bones, as one does. I assume this is the person causing all of the fire to rain down on us. Wow, they were really surviving with 1 HP. Salsa's hood and, very fitting, Rain of Fire. So first and foremost, Salsa's hood. Sage of the Fire Knights, a prodigious amount of cloth wound around it, giving the impression of a greatly swollen head, and wearing it increases intelligence. A disciple of the Elder Wego, he refused to burn down an old ruin at the risk of his own life. And then we have Rain of Fire, which is an incantation of Salsa. Summon a cloud of flame overhead that pelts foes with rain of fire from above. Charge increases potency. Salsa's disdain for barbarism never waned, even as he burned more villages and scorched more land than any other. Alright, so that guy was, I mean, obviously fits that he's one of, or, you know, clearly tied around with Mesmer. There's a large obsession with flame. So it goes up to take us to a lift. Okay, that also goes up. Let's say it would be a little bit weird if we went up to go down. Naturally, we have a grace up top. What is this grace called? Probably something about Ruins of Rauh, right? Viaduct Minor Tower. Alright, completely wrong. We've got quite a bit of land to now explore here. The Ancient Ruins of Rauh. Which, this is kind of crazy, right? Like, this is a very different area, just relatively speaking. Now, everything seems to be guiding me to the right, so naturally we're gonna go to the left, check out what's down here towards this body of water. I always like to go against the grain. I feel like that's how you find the most stuff. Go against the grain and also just keep track of all of the different directions that it tries to take you. right? The game is very good about presenting you with multiple options and leaving you to keep track of all of the options that you opted out of taking at a particular moment in time. So we're actually up like at the level of that tower that we found all the way down here. The suppressing pillar. We are now equal height, just like as relative height is concerned. Now that goes... The top part of Shadowkeep is like crazy high up. Almost somewhat equivalent with Jagged Peak. Very, very cool looking spot. What do we have here? Spirit Calculus, which is a... Seems like a crafting item. Oh, so this is a lift. Is there anything in the water? I feel like a lot of times there are things at the water. Maybe some sort of enemy, but it doesn't seem that way. Alright, let's take the lift back down and see where this goes. Is this gonna give us entry to like down here maybe? I mean, it looks like you've got some multi-levels. Oh, hello! Oh, little, look at that horse dismount right over top of the guy's swing. Some may call it luck, which it was, but we could just play it off as skill. Huh? I keep hearing sounds. Okay, so that's a little passageway outside. Obviously, I want to check out what's in here before we leave. I'm going for the big dude. Okay. That guy's got the glowy eyes, which means we gotta go for him, right? That also probably just means he's like the beefiest. And not going great. I'm whiffing. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Oh, you can backstab him. Can I just get behind you? Oh, no. Never mind. No backstabs. Bloodfiend's Fork? Alright. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for giving me your weapon. Appreciate it. Oh, maybe that was a guaranteed drop? Considering that it doesn't really look like there's anything else to do in this room. That or the string was the guaranteed pickup. You know, very important items for us to pick up. Okay, well, let's head outside. I mean, I figured that this is ultimately the main reason that you take this lift, but when you give us a room like that, start having other questions. Okay, so heading out to the east here, this seems like it's just gonna bring us to the edge of the map. Give us the same stuff to look at as above, but just from slightly lower. There must be like a regular way to come down here besides this lift, right? I mean, it looks like from here this descends down, but looking ahead, it actually seems like it could potentially be segregated. We give him the old sneak and backstab. Woo! Nah, you didn't see me, bro. I'm hiding. Full sneak. Yeah, that's right. Just go back on your path. Don't investigate the dead body. You didn't see nothing. Just nothing to see here, sir. It's actually funny because I feel like a lot of games, their mechanics for characters staying on their walking path and stuff, they have a fair amount dictated by things relative to the area. Now, I guess his body technically disappeared, which is why he wouldn't have investigated. But I know that, like, the dead body searching and alarming the enemies on patrol is definitely a big deal for most. Then beast bones. What do we have going on here? Like, what was the main reason for bringing us down to this? So there's stuff down below, but how does one get to it? Because it's not over here. This is a death drop. Okay, so we had those two dudes. I mean, perhaps there's something we missed. Now that looks like the boss that we fought inside of the Shadow Keep in, like, the main room. So I suppose we're gonna have to revisit that fight. Oh, here we go. Big ol' staircase back over here. That's where we came out. Oh, you know what? I peeled left, and then I immediately dipped over to the right. I didn't even notice that this walkway was here. If we just go down to the left, make sure there's nothing hiding over here, which I will say, I've said it before and I'll continue to say it, I feel like that's been the one thing that's kind of disappointed me, and maybe that's just expectation. I think due to how large of a world there is, it would be excessive to hide things everywhere. Ow, rolled just right into it. But I think it would be excessive to hide things, everywhere that there was a corner to go around. I was gonna say, there's no way he just falls off to his death, right? Ah! Ow? See, the thing is, with it being like a beast kind of creature, I want bleed. They'll give me stagger, but just haven't been able to get these guys to bleed. Albeit, sample size of 2, but... Oh, we get a Erdtree fragment for him. That has been a nice touch, like actually killing some of the things that are, I guess you would consider them field bosses, but aren't field bosses, like more powerful enemies that don't have a boss health bar. Getting Erdtree fragments from it. Now, we can ride our horse out here, which is quite nice. It feels like its own, like, separate area that you wouldn't be able to, but at the same time, it is a very large, open, outdoor area. Oh, nothing behind the waterfall. Feels bad, man. So we will have to go back up to the beginning of this place and check out this area up here, or at least find our way into this. Is this... No, I feel like it has to continue somewhere. Now, I believe down below... Oh, you know what? Maybe it wasn't here that we teleported to before. I think it was this area. Now that I'm really thinking about it, I think it was this area that we had the teleport. Yeah, we used that imbued imbued key to get over there. So now we're just above it. Oh, is this a little pathway up? Move, deer. Oh. I mean, yes, it's a pathway up, but it doesn't actually lead to anything. It's just like a step below that area up above. Alright, so what? This took us down to a Skadu tree fragment? Are we missing anything else? I know I didn't technically go and look over here, but this just overlooks the teleport area. Okay. So, I guess this area is technically completed? That feels wrong. It feels very wrong. I don't know, it just... something doesn't sit right with me. You're telling me that this just dead ends going over this direction? I mean, maybe it does, but it just... I guess this isn't... the map is showing stuff above us. That has to be what it is. The map is showing stuff above where we're currently at. Okay, so we'll teleport back up to the main, and then we'll go up and to the right. So west and north we will go this time around. Looks like there's potentially a little pathway back here, just immediately north. Are we hiding anything back this way? It's definitely the upper perimeter. Looks like we have a bear. Oh, almost ran off the edge. We have a small bear. Okay. Side path here that actually looks like it leads to something interesting. Oh, oh. Okay. So where are, oh, we're up here. See an item. Presumably we've got a way to jump down. Do I have to parkour with my horse? Nope, missed. Oh. We're good. That is not nearly as much damage as I thought I would take. Bondstone and the Antiquity Scholar's Cookbook #2. A record of crafting techniques left by the Hornsen academics who studied the ancient ruins of Rauh. Details techniques for working with sprites thought lost to antiquity. And this one gives us access to the Sprite Stone. Now that Bondstone that we picked up is actually a tool. A large burrow stone studded with a perfectly white gem said to be the polished form of a special kind of crystal. A ritual implement made to control explosions of spiritual power. Used to cause a spiritual explosion, consuming the sprite dwelling within the spirit stone. Bonds with the sprites were made to be broken. Now it is a reusable item, so I don't know if that sprite it says consumes the sprite dwelling within the sprite stone, so I don't know if you need to have sprites or like how that works, or if you can just use it. I'm not really gonna test it right now, because if it does consume something, then I'm in the hole. But something new. There's no way we're trapped down here, right? So yeah, it had to be an invisible. Had to be an invisible wall. It just looked like it. And naturally, just tons of scorpions falling from the ceiling. Lovely. Shadow Realm Rune, thank you very much. So this goes down. Where are we? We're underneath this place. So I mean, there's technically still more to explore up top, assuming that you can go that way. Ooh. Now, this might be a trap thing. So, like, when I say trap, I mean we may have to go down to go up. It seems as though, you know, we had the illusory wall to come down here, or to come out this way in the first place. Up there seems like we need to pull a lever somewhere further below. That guy should drop something. Same with that guy. Because they got sparkly pots. Alright, some spirit calculus. I don't know if multiple spirit calculus are spirit calculi. Ooh, another tunnel. So, like, this must be... Oh, this is a door we can actually open. I was gonna say a door that's locked and we have to take the tunnel out. You know, all that good stuff. But no, we've got a room here with some slugs. Suppose I could get back on my horse if I wanted to. We've got options. It's like a... Oh, it's not a spirit spring. No, it is a spirit spring, but it's down below. Which I guess technically would mean we can take our horse and fall onto it, right? I can't remember if you can fall on these things without your horse. So we're now even low. Is this gonna connect us to, like, a lot of parts in this world that we haven't been able to go to before? Well, I guess if that was the case, though, it would have to take you, like, all the way out underneath. We're pretty far away from everything else. Okay, so a few options. Let's see here. Let's go west first. It looks like we could go... this is certainly looping us around. But we'll just have to keep track. There's a pathway up there. Which looks like you go by way of this route. Don't mind if I do. Ooh. Love me some Shadow Realm runes. Oh. We've got a cross. Got a person. That presumably we have to fight. Alright, buddy. That has a big ol' hitbox. I mean, technically we could have just sprinted around and gone to the Grace. Oh, that's pretty cool. I can't imagine. Actually, maybe that is the anvil that we found in that, like, first lava intake. I just want the backstab, if I'm being completely honest. I am whiffing hard. Oh boy. The man's is like a centaur. Yeah, that hurt. I should just try and kill him without the backstab. Did he damage himself? How did that work? What just took 825 damage? That attack has so many... Yeah, run into your own attack. No, I didn't this time. There's just so much delay on it. Okay. Yeah, that was a sloppy fight. Devonia's hammer and the Crucible hammer helm. Okay, so it is not the same hammer that we found. It wasn't that anvil hammer from the first lava intake. They've got their own. That's a waterway out across. This is a very good checkpoint, but also, like, there's so much more to explore from where we just came. So we have a hammer, we have a message. I abandon here the last of the flesh of my body. I feel like this is one that we've seen already. Potentially was in the specimen storeroom. Ooh, that was enough to give us another blessing. So we're up to blessing level 15, and we're gonna stack, I believe, some dexterity on here. So we're gonna be getting a big jump in power from that. Now, this also has the arrow pointing down to the southwest. So just continuing the pointing of this. Now, I don't know if this is all leading back to here, which we do have the item to get in there. Or at least I believe we do. This leads us around and out. Now, I guess we should look out here, because there was the pathway that... Okay, yeah, so this waterway, I think, is where we're going to want to go. But I think first things first, we had other places that we want to check out. So I want to go up north and east, see what's around here. Ash of War, Dryleaf, Whirlwind. This also overlooks that lower area that you can teleport to. But more recently, I want to go back inside and check out things in there. Nothing seems to be of importance up this way. We got everything out here. Now, I think we are going to have to teleport back up towards the top of this and kind of redo it because... Oh, no, there was a way we went down, which means we would be able to technically jump back up. Everybody's going to be back alive. I want to go up here. Find Crucible Feather Talisman. These guys are definitely a bit tankier. Ooh, this is a dark little corner. Some fly mold? Okay, so there wasn't too much to come back for this way. That's fine. We did get the talisman out of it, which we should definitely take a look at. Let me just check and make sure that everything's in the clear here. I believe so. So that talisman is fashioned from thin feathers that embody the aspects of various creatures. Said to have grown on the human body long ago. Improves backsteps, but increases damage taken at all times. Hornsent view the Crucible as sacred for the refinement wrought through its evolutionary gifts. Most prominently, their tangled horns. Now, the backstep, to me, does not seem all that great at face value, but there's gotta be a group of people that utilize it. I'm pretty sure I only backstep unintentionally. Get a rune down at the end of this. Alright, let's jump up on what is presumably a different side. Because the other thing to remember is we do have... There was a pathway to the outside that we could have taken from the other spirit spring. Scorpion over there. Some statue. Ow! Oh, right. I forgot that that thing works as a... works in a shielding manner. Oh, that's unfortunate. The big whiff. Okay. So we had a room back over to the left. It also appears that we have pathway east and another tunnel. Oh, good. There's a whole family of them. Ow. Leave my horse alone! Ah, so that's what they're hiding. Smithing stone. Okay, so that is tunnel number 2. Just a very interconnected area down here. That guy's still alive, or was... Okay, he's dead. Scorpions on the walls. And of course, with the one hand, we are just barely lacking the damage. Alright, this scorpion is a little bit tankier than the others. That is no problemo. Spider Scorpion Ashes. Okay, so you can now summon one of those guys if we so chose. Where else does this go? So this is all connected, right? This was our other option. So we went back around the outside. More scorpions. As if the amount that we fought up until this point was not enough. Get even more of them. Alright, so we got some buggos flying around. Where are we on the map? Okay, so this is now that area up above that we were not able to get to when we took the elevator down. Question is, what is in store for us here? Nothing there. This is the top of a waterfall, so there's nowhere to drop below. There is... We could drop back down here. Oh, this dude didn't even, like, notice us coming at all. Like, not in the slightest. Is there really nothing up above? Like, we could just drop down to where we've been before? Like, you go through that whole maze, spit out here, and it's just... Is that kind of like we found the alternate routing? Like, no, because we took the elevator down. We didn't have to call it up. But I suppose you could come this way, drop down, loop around, take the tunnel in, and work your way back up instead? Like, I guess that's how you would path it out. Okay, so we did have this tunnel that we wanted to check out. And we still have the tunnel on the other side, which this might actually just lead to the other side as the same tunnel. Because if this takes, yeah, this, as I say, this seems familiar. So was there anything else? I don't think so. It was like we had a doorway. Yeah, we had a doorway and we had a tunnel. So now we've taken care of both sides of the equation. And then this is a spirit spring, and you can go down now. So we'll teleport back to the Grace, and then we can head out across the waterway from there. JK LOL, I'm faking you all out. Because as I went to the map, I remembered that we wanted to check out up here without going down the elevator. Or I guess it wasn't even the elevator, but we dropped down that back entryway. So I want to see what all this place has to offer on the top level before we proceed. Because this is a pretty big section of map, and we just did a bunch of exploration underneath. And mayhaps this is just a way to lead us into the same place, and we kind of came through a back door. But we'll never know without taking a look for ourselves, so. Let's go in here. Maybe there's something that we missed that would have led us back out. Or maybe this is just an entirely different section of the place. I'm realizing not all of them have something shiny in there. Well, actually, I guess they do. I guess they stay shiny after the fact, though. You cannot fight these guys horseback. I don't think it's possible. I do not think it's possible at all. Ow. I'm just gonna... I was gonna say I'm just gonna kill you here, but I whiffed. Whiffs are always so disappointing. Okay, so we have a pathway to the right under the roots. We also have this pathway to the right back here. Ah, so this is that door. Maybe. JK LOL, it's not. Maybe it is? Is it just the other side? Scorpions, door up. Yes. Okay. So you could probably find the illusory wall normally. Oh, I thought I saw like a little thing. There is a lever. So am I just that dumb and I missed the lever to begin with? Surely I just found a section that I could have found much simpler. Fire Sprite Stone. Can you drop down in here? Maybe there's a way to lower it? We'll try it. Oh, well, I killed the horse because he didn't really have much health left. Is this into the sandy room with the scorpions? Ah, it's all coming full circle now. It is all coming full circle now. Okay, so we're gonna go up these routes from the beginning. And grab this item up here, Somber Smithing Stone, thank you kindly. Okay, so then we go. That's the shortcut doorway. Maybe there wasn't anywhere else to go. Maybe it was just down below. So I think in my head there were gonna be more places that we could travel up here, but this is actually just a loop. So we get that smithing stone, and then you're forced into the loop of either you go down here, which just leaves you down another set of stairs. I guess this is what I was looking for, is like how could we run back up? Oh, is it just on the others? Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. Okay. We did find this. It's just that you had to go left in here. All right. Well, now we'll continue from the waterway. Admittedly, that was a bunch of useless running around. So, my bad. My bad. So, I'm assuming he's gonna attack us from across the way. That's just the feeling that I get. Yeah. That's only slightly dangerous. So is there anything out to the right before we proceed forward? Certain death. Nice. Also, can't take a look at the map. Oh. Apparently that guy is just, well, his attacks are clipping into the wall. Wait, what is the point of this area? What am I missing here? I've got these white owls. I mean, I imagine that these are not illusory walks? Or walls? Not walks. Okay, interesting little thing. I really thought it was something back there, that there would be something back there. But I suppose that's not the case. Kind of trying to avoid this guy, not gonna lie. I mean, I know we're gonna have to go out there, but also this is leading us to a spirit spring. Oh, you know what? Maybe there was something down there. Because this needs to be unblocked. What are the odds that the answer is down where we came from? Yeah, this guy, I was gonna say you can kick rocks, but we actually can do damage to him. Oh my goodness. Ow! You hurt my horse. Okay, I need to, just for my own sanity, do a double check that down here there was not the Spirit Spring seal. I don't think there was. Also, apparently he killed... Oh, that's so sad. He killed one of the owls through the wall. Can't believe he would do such a thing. Okay. I really got my hopes up that maybe the Spirit Spring plug was there. Alright, well, if we can do damage to this guy, I guess it's time for him to be our first golem kill. Ow. I should probably have spec'd in a lot of fire defense. What if... Can we fight him in water? Huh? I don't know if that was iframes or if it doesn't affect you on water. I'm trying to go with a think smart, not harder. I guess there's no repose. It just gives us some extra... No, fire still hurts in the water. He's so tanky, though. I mean, a hammer would probably be best. I've got this sword that's meant for bleeding. Come on, man. I definitely need to put on fire defense. Fire defense, and I think a hammer is gonna be the way to go. Oh, does this actually drop him now? Okay, 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 okay. Go, 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 go. Hit him in the face. 86,000 damage. Okay, so those are where the big damage come on these guys. Like, you have to actually stagger them several times over. I need stam, I need stam. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, come on. Get back. Ah, I was gonna say, let's get back behind. Don't want to be in a spot where he can do more than just these stomps. I like that. Is that a big one? No, that's a big one. Small stagger. That's free damage. We like free damage. Oh, I was early. I was early. Seal to be safe. As much as I want to be laying down the law on this leg. Single hit wasn't going to make or break it. Oh, there we go. Time for the final blow. Ugh. And they are tanky. Crimson, Sapping, Cracked Tear, and a Furnace Visage. A crystal tear forms slowly over the ages where the scattered sap of the Shadow Tree pools deep within the furnace golems. Can be mixed in the flask of wondrous physic. The resulting concoction temporarily restores HP upon landing attacks. Okay, so it's a lifesteal for your weapon for that limited time. And so it seems like this is the first furnace golem that we've killed. It seems like the furnace golems must drop some of these cracked tears. So certainly it'll be interesting to go and see what else there is. Okay, so the Scorpion River Catacombs, that was the underneath of this area that we are now in. There is a spirit spring to be found. Or I guess technically we found the spirit spring, but there is a spirit spring, like, rock or whatever to be destroyed. So presumably that should be somewhere in, like, the adjacent area. Now I don't know if that's kind of the main thing that this guy was protecting. We'll get over there at some point. I can see that we've got our path to the south and west. We also have these waterfalls. Some land over this away. Oh man, I feel like I'm missing something. But then again, like, looking around here, where would this go? Up to that level, or does it go, like, mega jump? Right, because if it goes mega jump, then maybe there's some way to get up to this, like, minor upper level. And that's where we will find the seal. So we'll keep that in the back of our mind. Maybe we'll leave a marker for later so that we know that we need to come back in case we don't find it just on our travels about. Let's head south and west. We found ourselves a grace. Beautiful. Okay. So now what we need to do is kind of just take a quick sneak peek to the east, which is nothing. That's okay. We'll find a way up there at some point. And then I guess, yeah, we're gonna be heading inside here, going a bit southwest, or I guess more west, but slowly winding our way over. It feels like these arrows are pointing us to here. So the Ruins of Rauh, mayhaps towards like a final boss, but the crazy part about that is I just can't see that being the case, because we have this tower that we have not gone into yet, but we have this whole giant area, not to mention other things that are down below. Now these Finger Ruins of Rauh, clearly we have Finger Ruins up here, but we need to be going to the Ancient Ruins because we've had other stuff telling us that. So a lot going on here. I think last thing before we wrap this episode up, I believe we had a note that I forgot to read. Message left by Dryleaf Dane, addressed to kindred spirits who also pursue Miquella's trail. We found the sealing tree just ahead, but if we are to burn it, we need the proper kindling. That of Sir Mesmer, which we have Mesmer's kindling from earlier. I believe that's given as far as, from killing Mesmer. So I think we are set as far as that is concerned. So my assumption at this point is that we are proceeding to Miquella themselves, but that we have just a lot of other areas left to explore. So this might be that we have just like a general cleanup of the DLC if Miquella is meant to be the finale, because it's kind of all roads lead to Miquella. But that's a very simple statement because we have a good chunk of the DLC that we have not explored. So we've got plenty left to do, and there will be plenty more episodes to come. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.